We've put together a montage of some of my recent radio interviews, which we hope will answer some of the frequently asked questions that you might have around the honours process. And also, if you would like more information about the process and how to go about putting a friend or a family member or business contact forward for an honour, or indeed to put yourself forward, then do go onto our knowledge hub at awardsintelligence.co.uk, and hopefully you'll find lots of information there. And also, if you'd like a free honest assessment of yours or someone else's chances of honours success, do drop us a line at inquiries@awardsintelligence.co.uk and we'll arrange it for you. Take care.
Well, Mark Llewellyn-Slade is from Awards Intelligence. He's one of the only people in the country who truly knows what it takes to get someone on the list, having helped with countless successful applications.
Why do people care? What does it mean to be on this New Year's honours list?
Well, an honour is a life-changing achievement for most people. It tends to raise their profile or the profile of their cause. It will enhance their reputation and, of course, instill trust, that vital ingredient for success in all walks of life. We tend to trust people with OBEs and knighthoods and that kind of thing. And it opens doors and raises, the profile of a cause that they may be championing and that kind of thing. So it's very important and it means a lot to them. And it also motivates those people to go on to even greater things. And it motivates others to follow them.
And when you do get moments like this, do you think the honours committees are embarrassed? How do they react to it?
Well, there's 9 committees, and these guys are specialists, and girls, of course, in that, for example, if you're a doctor, you go to the medical committee. If you're a teacher, you go to education. So these people are specialists, they're experts, they know what they're doing in theory. So it's not something that one person's decided to do and then everybody else has sort of raised their eyebrows afterwards and gone, gosh, don't know how that happened. And also, once those specialist committees have decided that they're going to recommend someone for an honour, that decision is passed to the office of the Prime Minister and then up to Buckingham Palace. So there are plenty of people in the decision-making process here.
Just remind me of the order then.
Well, the main ones are British Empire Medal, which is the entry level, and then it goes MBE, OBE, CBE, and then knighthood or damehood is the big one, and you call yourself Sir or Dame if you get one of those.
And what happens to the other half if you're married? So could it be Dame and what would it be? Dame and?
Oh, nothing.
Dame and nothing at all.
Yeah.
There's a title. Yeah. Dame and nothing. Or how about if it was two? How about if it was 2 women married? Would that be Dame and Dame, or is it just Dame and nothing?
Dame and lady, I think it would be in that situation. And that's interesting because if a lady gets a damehood, a man gets no title, the husband gets no title. But if the man gets a knighthood, the lady does get a title. Or the wife does get the title of lady. So that's a tad unfair, really. So
no, it isn't. Life's unfair. Sir and lady and dame and nothing. Huh.
But first, let's speak to Mark Llewellyn-Slade, who is a Queen's Honours and Royal Titles expert. Hello, Mark.
Morning, Trish.
Oh, that's a great title. How did you become one of them?
You spend a lot of time helping people get honours, I think the answer is, Trish. I think we've helped about 700 people now. So, if you do something enough times, you tend to get quite good at it.
Very nice. I fancy the title Dame Trisha Duda at some point, so I'll be keeping your number.
It suits you, Trish.
Oh, I bet it's to all the girls.
There's a ring to it, doesn't it?
Now, tell us about it, because obviously we have the New Year's honours list, but this is obviously different. Remind us of the background to this.
Yeah, there's 2 honours lists each year. The New Year honours list, as you say, and also the Queen's Birthday honours list. So the honours are given out twice a year. They go to around 2,000 people each year.
So, how on earth do you become an expert in predicting who might well be getting which awards?
I suppose it's because I eat, sleep and breathe this kind of thing. We've put forward about 700 honours nominations now, so we've got to learn what works and what doesn't work, and also what the Cabinet Office are looking for when they're dishing out these gongs.
What about being stripped of the honours?
Well, you can be stripped. I mean, there's a number of ways, you can lose your honour. But the most important factor is, has the person brought the honours system into disrepute? That's what it's really all about. So you have to have done something wrong or naughty that directly relates to what you got your honour for. So, for example, let's say you got your honour for playing football, but then you robbed a bank. That's not related to why you got the honour. But if you got your honour for, say, services to the financial world, and then you led a bank to failure, then you might well lose it. Like Fred Goodwin, you may remember, he was the head of HSBC, I think it was, or one of the big banks.
Right.
So he did something deemed to be wrong that related to why he got his honour.
Oh, it's fraught.
It's fraught. Yeah. Only 114 people have had their honours taken away, though, over the last 100 years or so, so it's not very common.
Okay.
Are these awards quite outdated? I mean, we were talking before about if you're a man and you get the award what your wife receives, and if you're a woman what your husband receives. But if you're someone, we live in a time where we have unisex toilets, we have people that don't call themselves a man or a woman. Do these awards fail to live up to keep up with the times?
No, I really don't think that's the case. These people deserve the recognition for the great work they're doing. It often motivates them to go on to even greater things, which is why somebody who maybe gets an MBE or an OBE in 5 or 6 years' time might get upgraded to a CBE or a knighthood or damehood. So it will raise their profile, it will enhance their reputation, it will instill trust as well. People tend to trust those who have got an honour, and it helps them to campaign and to build on their great community and charity work, or continue to excel in their field of work.
And surely there are some people whose Christian name's just crying out for a lady in front of it. I'm thinking of somebody not far away from here called Penelope. My goodness.
Oh,
Lady Penelope. What? Surely.
Has a lovely ring about it,
doesn't it? Yes. I'll ask Parker to bring the car round.
And what difference does it make to people's lives? Not the celebrities, because they're rich and loaded anyway, and they've got loads of publicity. But normal, everyday people, what difference does it make when they get an honour like this?
I think it will raise their profile. It will enhance their reputation. It will instill trust, of course, that vital ingredient for success in all walks of life. I think most importantly, though, it will motivate those people to go on to even greater things, because lots of people get, say, a slightly lower level honour to start with, and maybe 5-10 years later get upgraded because it spurred them on to do more and more good stuff. Okay. So, it really is a carrot, and it does encourage people to really knuckle down and do more.
I need to do more. I've got to do more voluntary. I want to become a dame. I want to become a dame. So come on, Mark Llewellyn-Slade. I'll give myself 10 years, yes?
I'll crack on with it now, Trish, and we might have it sorted by 10:30 tonight when the list comes out.
Wonderful. Thanks very much, Mark. Lovely speaking to you. Take care, my dear.